Um, okay, so we talked about this, I believe. Developed economies like Japan are likely to be hit hardest in the coming changes as higher average wages incentivize automation. Yeah, so the more that's easy. So substitute expensive workers for cheaper technology. Employment in industries like healthcare will increase aging population, while jobs involve physical labor, machinist cooks, or data processing are most at risk of automation. Increased inequality, high-paying, creative and cognitive jobs will be at a premium, while the demand for middle and low-skilled occupation will decline. The people who are able to design the technology, who manage people and collaboration with technology, they are the people who will be able to keep their jobs and actually get probably higher income. Um, but low-skilled workers, the people who need to execute their work, they are at risk. This will lead to a too-tired labor market. The individuals in the higher income bracket are more able and adapt to the changing job market, and that social mobility will suffer as a result, as a traditional stepping stone job, like a clerk work in a law firm, they're being eliminated. So what you see is that the very highly skilled people, the flexible people, the people with a higher education, with a flexible mindset, the people who understand the new technology or able to use the new technology or even implement the technology within their companies, they will be able to sustain their jobs. But the people below that, the people who do the clerical work, who need to write the contracts, who need to do the more manual work, those jobs will disappear. But those jobs are actually the jobs that are now being taken by the young generation who leave from university. They gather experience, they gain experience by working and doing these jobs, and then gradually they will move up to these higher positions. They are not always low-skilled workers, they are just inexperienced workers. Now, if these jobs disappear, what's going to happen with the younger generation? Will they be able, how are they going to get their experience? How are they going to actually get access to become part of the leadership team? So even though they have the talent, will they still have the job? Will there still be enough jobs to actually employ these young people and give them the experience to become the future leaders? That is another thing to consider. So youth unemployment is also likely to rise because of this. And this is bad for the future if you have a high youth unemployment. To combat this, there may be need to targeted politics from a universal basic income to improved education and training, and perhaps a better way to tax large multinationals. We already talked about this just now.
Interesting.
So this already exists. This is not just a figment of the imagination. This is a shop where you just go in, walk out, no cash. So not even, you don't even have to pull your credit card. It's just taken automatically from your account. In the video there's somebody working who's replenishing the stocks, but other than that there's no shop staff going around. It's very easy, and it's already happening on a much more modest scale in the Netherlands nowadays. If you enter a supermarket, you can pick up a scanner yourself.
I tell you, Chinese company will go and pick it up within next year. So whole Chinese supermarket will going to be like this. This is Chinese way.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Maybe it will go in steps. Like in the Netherlands, almost every supermarket has scanners, and you can choose either you go through a cash register, or you just scan your own articles. You go to you can check out yourself, and then sometimes there's a shop, somebody who will ask you to scan 5 articles, and if those 5 articles are indeed you scan those, then you say, okay, it's okay. So they take a test to see whether people actually pay for what they take, and it works. So if you don't want to wait in line for the cash register, you just scan your product yourself and you can be out. It's a very simple step, but it's the first step towards getting rid of cashiers altogether.
Yeah, just a moment.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. By the way, scanner is I understand, but that Amazon Go, they didn't use any scanners.
No.
How are they going to figure out their product to pick up?
Probably RFID. RFID.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. They just put all item RFID is put it on. Oh, yeah. I see. That's right. Exactly.
So, yeah, the technology is already there. It's already happening. We can do it. Interesting, though, is what I see in most supermarkets. People are rather waiting in line than picking up the articles themselves and checking and scanning them and checking out themselves. It's the only people you see doing this are, well, the majority are people in between 20 and 30 years old. They are the ones who use the scanners, the young mothers, etc. They're the ones who use the scanners, but the elderly people hardly ever use the scanner. It's very easy to forecast, but yeah, that's what I noticed.
Exactly. The same thing happened in Vietnam within a couple of years. And Japan, no, they are very conservative. They take time.
Right.
So, but no problem, you know.
Well, we already had it. Not everything works. So, when e-commerce was introduced in the Netherlands, there were, for example, you had the possibility of shopping online and then picking up your groceries at a gas station on the way home. So you could actually buy things online and then assign a gas station, because gas stations are open 24/7. In the Netherlands, everything closes after 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. So you could go to a gas station, pick it up. But that didn't last long. People didn't do it because it was troublesome, not easy. Now what you see with Amazon, actually, where people were actually basically we're skipping the whole phase of going shopping and actually having goods directly delivered to your house. It's very easy. I do it a lot. Amazon Fresh. You don't pay anything extra. Basically, delivery costs are included in what you buy on Amazon, and all the heavy stuff like 16 liters of water, beer, all these things, you can have brought to your doorstep very easily. It doesn't cost anything. You don't even have to go to the shop anymore.
Yeah, but this is a very big issues to consider for transportation. Even if they're going to buy the $5 product, they free delivery, but they cannot get profit.
No.
How are you going to solve this issue?
Well, this is what you see is basically some people will have to drop out.
Yeah, but Amazon, they won't do it.
Right, because Amazon is not only about free delivery. These companies like Yodobashi Camera, they have the whole infrastructure. They have their physical, they have shops, they have shop staff that they need to pay. So their whole cost structure is designed. Their whole organization is designed to have a physical presence, to have shops there, and that means that they need to drive people to shops. Now they don't want to lose out on the online, so they're going to deliver $5 goyakien items to your doorstep in order to actually go through that transformation. But that is a cost duplication. Amazon started differently. They don't have shops. They don't have the people. Their whole organization is tailored toward doing this. So I think for companies like Yodobashi and Big Camera Toka, it's going to be very, very difficult to uphold this. The only way that they can do it is by subsidizing it from the profits that they make in their physical shops, and then hoping that they can gradually make the transformation and become the next Amazon, and transforming their whole presence. But they will need to be very, very serious about cutting people and bringing more and more people into this online shopping. Otherwise, they cannot do it. They cannot do it.
Do you know Yodobashi and Amazon that they hire the delivery people?
Right.
It means they're going to change their business, transportation company.
Right.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日はブーキューブさんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる、専門性を持つ、英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアーツということと、それからもう一つは孫子の兵を、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって、皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えています。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また実際に雲野塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師が話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で、以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後、こういうふうな検証をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えるって書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね、集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね、50セッションのテーマに分けて資料作成しております。そういうことで、世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対しても、いろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね、議論をしております。そういったことも含めてですね、今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね、V キューブさんのスタジオをお借りしてですね、お時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。